Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the WWE Blu-ray release of Destruction of the Shield. The Shield, one of the strongest factions that the WWE has ever really put together. The way that these guys came into WWE and were really protected and just untouchable for almost a year and a half before they met their demise is something that's always going to be remembered. I know that a lot of people think that these three guys are going to be a big, bright part of the future for the WWE. Everybody's always looking to see who is going to take over for John Cena and be the ringleader and really, grab that brass ring. A lot of people think that it's going to be Roman Reigns coming off of winning the Royal Rumble this year and moving into the future. Seth Rollins running around with that Money in the Bank briefcase, and Dean Ambrose really doesn't have any qualifications yet. He's competed in a Money in the Bank match, and he's been he was the main event of TLC, if that's worth anything. But a lot of people think that he has a lot of things that remind people of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he could be moving into that sort of stardom sooner than later. But these three guys were awesome. I'm really excited about this release. I know that the Destruction of the Shield documentary was already ran on the WWE Network, and it still lives there in the on-demand section. They've added a little bit to the documentary to make you want to go out and get this. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I really wanted the matches that went along with it. If you're not a DVD collector, you don't have, or if you're not a pay-per-view DVD collector, you don't have a lot of the Shield matches in an easy sort of grab sort of thing. A lot of this is their rise and demise. Their rise through NXT and their domination of the WWE, even though they were rookies, and then meeting their demise, and then leading into SummerSlam, which was when this ran on the WWE Network, was right after SummerSlam, them getting ready for this big match. You see Dean Ambrose training out in the desert and all sorts of things like that. With the demise, SummerSlam was headlining by two big matches. Of course, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena was the main event, but Roman Reigns having a big match against Randy Orton, and then you also had Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose in the Lumberjack match. Was a big one that brought people to the arena that day, and to turn on the WWE Network to make sure that you check this out. This is the Blu-ray release, as you can see here. We'll flip over and we'll look at the back. See that picture there? I have that as an 8x10. Mine's a little bit different. It's almost black and whitish. There's not a lot of color to it, but I was able to get that signed by them when I met them at SummerSlam Access a few years ago. Really glad that I did get that signed, because who knows when you're going to see them together. I know that when they broke up, there was rumors on the dirt sheets basically saying that WWE was going to keep these guys close and reunite them as soon as they could, because of the them all sort of coming in at the same time, and how great the faction was over, that they could run the Shield over and over in bright spots of a WWE, whether if it's a reunion on Monday Night Raw, or then building up to a big 3-man, or I guess it'd be 6-man tag. You know how I'm talking about here. But the way these guys ran over, Extreme Rules on the same night, which is where I believe this picture is taken. Dean Ambrose wins the United States Championship. I think he beat Kofi Kingston, but I'm not 100% sure. The Shield won the tag titles. I remember they lost to Cody Rhodes and Goldust, but I can't remember who the hell they beat. That was a title that Dean Ambrose very rarely defended, but was holding it for such a long time, because the Shield fought in a lot of 6-man tags, and you can't put the title on the line there. But you can see there's a lot of words on there. They didn't highlight any matches that made you want to buy this. You're going to be sitting in Best Buy, pick this up, and you're either going to know what you're getting or you're not. But there's that cool picture that I was talking about that I got signed. Mine looks a lot like that. And then here's another one of them, and they're on there. When you look behind disc number 1, you're going to see everything that goes along in the documentary, lots of things there. And then you can see a lot of FCW and NXT matches. I was really late to the party. I really didn't watch any FCW. Very rarely did I watch any NXT when it was on Hulu. I'm sorry, Hulu. It wasn't until it went to the WWE Network. And by that time, these guys were already, long gone. They were on the main roster, but you get to see the matches that they hype up. Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins in the 15-minute championship matches there for you. More on the Rollins and Dean Ambrose rivalry, and then you get some more rematches. This is one of the reasons that they think NXT was able to get their Hulu deal and not just be a developmental territory that had television on local Florida TV. This is what they basically said, the world needs to see this, and you can go from there. Dean Ambrose going up against William Regal. Seth Rollins winning the NXT Championship. Wrestling against Jinder Mahal there. Roman Reigns' NXT debut. I can't see because of the crease, because of where the disc goes on there, but pop out disc 2, and then you get to see a lot of the things. They jump right in to the WWE run, going up against Team Hell No, and I believe a Ryback in the TLC match. Then you have Ambrose versus Kofi Kingston in that United States Championship match where he wins the gold for the first time. What is this? Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins against Team Hell No. Then we have Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns against the Usos. More with the Usos and the Real Americans, and something about Rey Mysterio. Lots of stuff there. I can read this stuff a little bit better. No Holds Barred, 6-man elimination tag. The Shield against Evolution. Great match. The Money in the Bank match from last year. Lumberjack match from SummerSlam. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins Falls Count Anywhere against Dean Ambrose. More on that. And then you get your Blu-ray exclusives down here at the bottom. A couple more matches that you're not going to be able to get anywhere. But in my mind, yeah, the documentary already lives on the WWE Network. But those matches on the Blu-ray are going to make it worth it. So head on out to Target, Best Buy, Amazon. I don't know if you got Circuit City anymore or wherever you pick this stuff up. Destruction of the Shield's out today. It's DVD, Blu-ray, released Tuesday. Head on out and pick this up.